There's a great book. It's called The Secret of Success is Not a Secret. What is it? It's perseverance. Now, if you have a lack of motivation, here's some fresh motivation for your journey. I want you to think about Babe Ruth. He's known for home runs. Well, also, he struck out more than most in history. Ted Williams was baseball's greatest hitter, and yet he failed 6 out of every 10 times. You look at sports, some of the all-time bests, they hold the worst marks. Kobe Bryant, third on the most shots made, also has the most missed shots. Cy Young, 511 wins, but also the most losses. Rickey Henderson, greatest base stealer in history, caught stealing the most times as well. How about Nolan Ryan, all-time strikeout leader, also the most walks. Brett Favre, people say one of the great quarterbacks, one of the best, most interceptions thrown. How about Dan Reeves, one of the most successful coaches, also most career losses. Most career points, well, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but how about the most career personal fouls? Now don't let failure make you fearful. Trying again. Turn your trials into triumphs, your stumbling blocks into some stepping stones, and as they say, your tests into testimonies. Here's some individuals to inspire us. Think of Thomas Edison. Failed over 10,000 times with the electric light. But he said, hey, it's not an error, that's an education one of the times. George Washington Carver, he experienced tremendous prejudice and failure in his early career, but then he persevered and he came up with 300 uses for the peanut, 118 uses for the sweet potato, and 70-some uses for the pecan. He revolutionized the South, transforming, the whole farming mode from dependence on cotton farming, which was robbing the soil of nutrients, to farming which would build the soil back up. Next time you have a peanut butter sandwich, you think about that guy who persevered. How about a senior executive at ABC Radio in 1972 said this, now look, if you want to stay in business, you better get into sales because you don't have the talent. You're never going to make it. The man was also fired 4 times. Who was it? Well, Rush Limbaugh. He just celebrated his 25th anniversary. He has the #1 talk radio show with 20 million listeners every single week. Now it's time. You need to turn from any defeatism and pessimism and persevere.